Did you know you can cook amazing food, healthy and delicious with just 5 basic ingredients? Come, let's start. Class number 1. Delicious food, amazing mood. Chef Pachi. The winning journey starts now. Here we have our basic 5. Onions, bell peppers, garlic, spring onions. That's it. With these, you're gonna prepare some amazing food every day. And if you chop them and keep them frozen, you'll always have a clean kitchen. We will peel the onions, chopping the top and the bottom, and then peeling off all of that skin. Then we're gonna chop it in big chunks and slice them. This is part of the first class. Eventually, we'll start dicing. You can just cut the onion in 8s. This is a simple way, but any way you cut it, it's going to be fine. We're gonna use these onions for many recipes, for sautés. We're gonna use them for baking, for cooking, for soups, and sauces. Something I suggest you can get is a mandolin. This is something that costs around $20. And it's amazing, a huge helper when you don't know how to slice. And it's always gonna come out perfectly beautiful and as thin as you want. With the white onion, we do the exact same thing we did with the red onion. They are exactly the same. The red onion is used more for salsas and it's a little bit sweeter. You can use it more in raw ingredients. And the white or yellow onions we're going to use cooked. But you can use one or the other. They are both full of flavor and they are antibacterial and antiviral. Sometimes when you buy your vegetables, they are not totally perfect. Don't worry, just remove the place that looks a little odd or bumped and let's not waste any food. The rest of the vegetable is perfect. This one has a little brown thing inside, which I actually think is a little stem of onion growing again. Just like we did before, we'll thinly slice the white onion too. Now let's remove the center of the bell pepper and the seeds. And you can either cut through or cut almost through like I'm going to do and just push all that seed and the center out. It's so easy. Everything comes out together. If you cut both ends, it'll come out too. It's just, this is the way I like it. And check it out. It had a little baby bell pepper inside. Chop it, use it, and cook with it. It's perfect too. You're gonna see that bell peppers slice much better from the part that is not shiny. Since we're gonna cut chunks, we're gonna slice it, we're gonna quarter it first, then cut each quarter in half, then we're gonna remove the white parts of the bell pepper because the white parts and the seeds you don't want, and then you'll just dice, make triangles, whatever shape you like. Now we have ready our red onions, our white onions, and our bell peppers. Let's put them aside and start with the rest of the other 2 ingredients. So here we have a small bunch of green onions. And you can cut the stems if they're still attached or the roots to the green onions. Then remove those slippery coatings that they have, especially at the ends. Remove them under running water and then you're ready to chop. Cut them in half, chop them any way you like it. I usually chop the dark green parts together and the lighter parts together too. They have a little bit of a different texture and it's easier to cut them that way. You can chop them small or larger on the bias, however you like it. They are going to be great seasoning many of your foods and you're going to love them. The flavor is subtle, and they are also antiviral and antibacterial. This is our healthiest 5-ingredient list ever, and you are gonna love the food that comes out of it. I use these containers to keep some of my frozen vegetables. You can also use zipper bags, which I also use sometimes. The garlic. The garlic, we are gonna smash so we can break it up and remove all those garlic cloves. Even though I showed and bought 2, 1 is more than enough for 2 weeks maybe. How do you get that garlic out of each piece without getting all of your hands dirty? Cut the ends, smash them again one by one, and immediately they come out. You do not have to peel the garlic per se. You see some of them come almost clean, but you want to remove. Just press and they're coming out. That's it. We have enough garlic, I would say, with these two heads for a whole month. You won't have to chop garlic anymore for a whole month. So here we go. Press once you have all the little garlic cloves out, and then chop. You can do this in a food processor. I usually do. You can watch the video where I process other foods that you don't need right now, but you might want later, which is ginger and turmeric and a lot of those foods that I love to have, even sun-dried tomatoes, which I chop and freeze. Every time I get something amazing that I know that's going to give great flavor to my foods, I do that. I chop it, process it, and freeze it so that I keep it and I don't have things spoiling in my refrigerator. Most of them I process them, put them, like I told you, in a little bag, flatten them, and I break the pieces frozen. You can chop it more or less. I just leave it like that, a little big chopped, and I'm ready to go. Now we're gonna pack these in Ziploc bags or zipper bags that are freezable bags. And these bags I reuse. I usually use 10 bags every month and I reuse them. You're gonna see how what we did takes about 1/4 of a bag of a quart size freezer bag. I do not freeze the garlic in freezer bags because they smell too much, and then I wash them and the smell doesn't come out. Here are our red onions, beautiful in chunks, made in minutes. Here we have our sliced red onions, beautiful. Now we have our bell pepper chunks, also in the bag. Check out the bags. I mean, it's amazing. We have 3/4 of a bag left in the bell pepper. Not that much. I'd say we have half of the bag left. Then in our green onion, we definitely have 3/4 of a bag or more left over. Oops, we had forgotten the white onion chunks. And in our garlic, where we have all the garlic we're going to need for a whole month with 2 heads of garlic, you see, I'm putting the garlic in a regular sandwich bag because, I mean, I won't reuse this one. And I tried the silicone bags, but the smell doesn't come out. So this is why I use these. So we're gonna pack our white onion chunks also in a bag. And you can see we have a lot of space in this bag. Every week I buy 1 herb. And that herb, like you can watch in another video, dries on its own in the refrigerator. So every week I buy one that I start using fresh, and at the end I will use it as it dries out. So in these packages and with a dried herb or a fresh herb that is going to dry, we have all the delicious flavors we're going to add to some amazing food like you see in the pictures. And we are going to have burgers, and we're going to have ribs, and we're going to have poultry and salmon and all sorts of seafood, and everything imaginable that you want, you can cook with these 5 basic and amazing ingredients. Chef Pachi, where delicious food is amazing mood. Enjoy! And best of all, delicious, easy, no hassle. Chef Pachi. Subscribe for easy, delicious, and healthy food in minutes.